I'm Abigail Blackrick. Today in Cadillac, speaking with the instructor of the Power Sports and Equipment class at the Career Tech Center, David Mackey. David, the last time we were here, you were just getting started on this awesome project that's behind us. Tell us what you've seen so far in this great excursion.
Well, between some kids that have found some passion. You know, we found kids that have found out they like this and they want to do it. We found kids that have found out they don't want to do it, which are both successful in our book. But they've learned wiring, running brake lines, fuel lines, interior work, exterior work, obviously a fitting hood today, which has been a real challenge. But just the great attitudes and the kids that really have bought into it's been a fun part for us.
Absolutely. So speaking of challenges, have there been any challenges that you guys have come across that you weren't expecting?
A lot of them. As I tell my students, they're not challenges, they're opportunities. Take this, step back, take a look at it, facts are friendly. What's the good facts of this? What's the bad facts? How can we fix it? And that's been the big thing. It's problem solving. You become a detective to figure out how we can fix this thing. And it's been a really good thing because the kids have learned a lot from it.
Kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, has there been any really exciting things that you also weren't expecting but have just been so positive?
It has. One of the things that we found out is we have a newer car and the older build manual. So the kids have looked up something to do, and when we call factory file, they go, oh, you've got a new car and an old manual. So they've had to do some troubleshooting then and too. You know, we always say read the fabulous book. Read the book, see what it's about. They've learned some of that too, which has been good.
That's great. So how many months do you guys have into this project so far?
We started May of 2015.
And so you, by the end of this, will have just under a year. That's quite the time constraint to do such a big project.
It is, and I'd like to do another one, but I'd like to have 2 years to do it.
So you guys think that you will do another one in the future?
Yeah, if we can get the community support like we've had on this one, that so many companies have bought in to help us understand what we're trying to get kids ready for careers, yeah, I'd love to do another one.
Speaking of that, who donated the car for you?
Gus Mayes and the crew up at Dynamic Physical Therapy. Gus is an old car head like I am, and he knows we both have passion for it, and so he and I have been together on this, but he's the one that donated the car.
And aside from that, like you said, there's been so many other community members who have done so much. What are some of the things that people have given to you that are kind of invaluable?
Time, experience, and the big thing's been the community involvement and supporting the kids. And so many companies reach out to support the kids, which I couldn't ask any better.
What would you say the overall kind of response as far as the students has been on this whole project? Are they pretty excited about it?
Yes, absolutely. It's fantastic. The kids' response has been more than I could have ever asked for sure.
And you said earlier that they've said this is probably the favorite thing they've done all year.
Oh, without question, yep.
So what's next for this car?
We get ready for the Rotary Auction, which is April 29th. It'll get done there, get raffled off on the 29th. We bring it back here, and we might have to test drive it a couple times.
And so with the Rotary Auction, it's getting raffled. How can people get involved with that?
Any Rotarian has the tickets. Dynamic Physical Therapy has the tickets. They're $50 a piece, and we're only selling 1,500 of them.
And what's the car? It's a Cobra?
It's called a Ford Factory 5 Cobra Replica. Correct.
Great. And David, is there anything else that I didn't mention that you'd like people to know who are watching?
Just thank you for the support. The kids have really appreciated it, and so do I.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me today, David.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
In Cadillac at the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, I'm Abigail Blackrick with My News 26.